Super Smash Brothers! High blood pressure! So yes, now I can put the controller that I found away. Let me let the Wiimote drain its battery while it auto turns off. You know. At the moment, the Wiimote is just on. The only way I know how to shut it off is to, take the batteries out, but I'm not gonna do that. Because I don't, that's too much effort, man. Just drain them batteries. I love the Wiimotes because they drain batteries so nicely. Okay, you're going to drain this battery good. You're going to drain this battery clean! Right now! How many people you think are gonna start the stream? Oh shit, Smash Brawl! Yeah! Subspace Emissary, I can't wait! And then they hear that, and then they just turn away and never come back to the stream. I have to, change the Twitch thing. Vinny, I'm starting to think you don't like Wiimotes. That is a very interesting observation you've got there. Alright, we continue. This is canon. This was the Zelda game that never was. No, you see those sword textures? Remember now, this is in the timeline, somewhere after Twilight Princess. Link pulls out the Master Sword and then finds Yoshi sleeping in the forest. As a Skull Kid carves up Yoshi and wears his mask, his skin as a mask. Why does Yoshi have bedroom eyes? Listen, even wearing Yoshi's skin as a mask is nowhere near as strange as blending beavers and putting them into a water supply. I'm sorry to bring that up again, but I need to reiterate that people, at some point in our history, allegedly blended beavers and then put them in the water supply. Like, my life changed. I had one worldview, and then I learned that, and then I had a different worldview the next day. You know what I mean? Good. I'll stop with the beavers. I'm not gonna talk about them anymore. We're... Bucculus. I think if you change the B to an S, you'll have a good name for this thing. Stop that. I forgot how much Subspace Emissary is really just this huge celebration of everything Nintendo. The music in particular. Like, I knew it was encompassing, I knew it was good, I knew I liked it, but I did not remember. And yeah, it's cool. Isn't that what Smash Brothers is? It is, but I mean... I guess... just for a story mode, because I remember Melee kind of almost dabbled a little bit in like some of the longer form levels. There was a couple. I remember the Zelda level was a little bit more like Zelda 2. By the way, this is the closest thing we've got to Zelda 2 since Zelda 2, or since Melee. But yeah, Melee had a good adventure mode too. So you can imagine my disappointment when we got a board game for Smash 4. But I'd rather a board game and great multiplayer component with a lot of characters and a lot of, like, features than less of that. So I guess if they had to choose... I do have a feeling that the next Smash game won't have, like, anything really substantial for single player. Just, like, classic. I hope I'm wrong. I just feel like it's been too soon after previous Smash, and if this is in fact a new Smash game, if we're gonna call it Smash 4, or Smash 5, excuse me, then I guess I'm okay with losing a single player as long as there's a lot of stuff in it. Vinny, it's been like 5 years. It's been 4. Well, it hasn't been 4 yet. It will be 4 by the time it comes out. Which, for Smash... You know, I mean, what was the difference between Brawl and Melee? 6 years? Seven. So, yeah, they take their time with these games, for one reason or another. Wow, am I really having this much trouble with a fucking... Why Link? Oh, thank God. I mean, I agree that for most games... For most games, 3.5 years is certainly its time. Like, if you look at the release cycle of Ass Creed, Call of Duty, and even some Nintendo franchises, 3.5 years is a long wait. But for Smash, I mean, I guess... Like, you know, I have to be... It's weird, because every time a Smash comes out, and I'm in a different place in my life. Like, I've entered a different quadrant of my adult life. So, it's just expected at this point. I was expecting to be geriatric by the time Smash 5 came out. Half-Life 3, that's funny. Do you like to hurt Half-Life fans? Is it a hobby of yours? Vinny, are you insinuating that your life progress creates Smash games? I'm insinuating that time is your fault. Yes. Brawl took about 2 years to develop. Is that true? Does anyone have any stats on that? Melee took 2 years, not Brawl. So, what was Brawl's development cycle? Brawl took at least 3. Brawl was made in 2.7 years. I think, where you get... Okay, that sounds about right. But yeah, it's a once per system title. You know, it's every console. There's a couple games like Mario Kart, Smash, where every console you get one. And if you're lucky, you'll get like a couple of Mario games or a couple of Zelda games. Like the Mario Galaxies, for example. That was awesome. Majora's Mask. And Ocarina. Zelda got a little weird for a while, because we had Wind Waker. Shell Pod. We had Wind Waker, and then we had Twilight Princess right at the end. For GameCube. But Twilight Princess is also unique because it counts for both GameCube and Wii. And then there was Skyward Sword for the Switch, or Switch, for the Wii, excuse me, for the Switch. So the technically was 2 Zelda games, even though I would still count Twilight as GameCube. And then the same thing happened for Breath of the Wild. It's like, it's confusing. Skyward Sword for the Switch. I just revealed a Nintendo secret. We're getting Skyward Sword on the Switch. True japes. Listen, I know the Switch has become a bit of a port machine, and I don't think there's a problem with ports, because it's just more stuff, like, for people that haven't played stuff. I don't need the ports, I told you. I'm not bothered by Tropical Freeze because I played it. I'm not bothered by Bayonetta because I played it. I would prefer original games, but we're getting those too, so I'm happy. However, for the sake of both convenience and also, as an HD... This is still the most bizarre fucking thing. For the sake of convenience and, like, the HD stuff, I would love... I don't know if I would buy it, but... Picture the Triforce, Zelda Triforce game, or Triforce series. And the cover is the Triforce. On the left is Wind Waker, on the right is Twilight Princess, on the top is Skyward Sword. 3 games, 1 Switch cart. Updated, you know, using the HD versions from the Wii U, and a newly updated Skyward with Joy-Con support. That's a pretty good, I think that's a good deal. That's like a lot of value. I don't think that would actually happen. That's too much value. I'm not really doing the stickers anymore, because it's too much time. It's cool and everything, I like the stickers, but I'm fine with the random. Someone said I'd fuck with just Twilight, honestly. Well, that was actually a really nice surprise. Let me double check something. I think Wind Waker HD was superior, just because it added a bunch of quality of life stuff. And fucking Wind Waker HD is beautiful, man. The game is timeless looking to begin with, but It's a moose. Someone in chat just said subtle, Nintendo. Real subtle. What, you mean starting with ass? It's okay. I guess you don't expect it from Nintendo, but lately they've been focusing on ass and like buff chests and like Luigi's cock quite a bit for the Switch. So it works. Sex sells. And Zelda's butt. Let's not forget Zelda's plump, and Link's shirtless swole pose. But yeah, I'd be down for a collection, a Triforce collection of those 3 games. I mean, Skyward is not my favorite. It has not left me with good memories. Decent memories, for sure, decent. It's got some good dungeons. There's a lot I like about Skyward Sword. But I already played Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, so it would only really be me getting that for Skyward. It has Groose in it. That's good. I just think it would be a great thing to put out in between Breath of the Wild and whatever's next. Is Pikachu like getting tortured? That's weird. Did you just hear Pikachu say something? That's very strange! But Meowth has spoken. Why does the Pikachu scene enrage people so much? It wasn't even... from what I understand, it was just a dream sequence. I mean, I like rustling the jimmies a little bit, but I'm still not sure, like... Is it just because... Is it just because... You know, we've had a speechless just Pika for so long. Ash was hallucinating while dying. I feel like it's much more acceptable. Pikachu's not supposed to talk, period. But what about Ash hallucinating because he's dying? What if he drank some beavers? Detective Pikachu's the only one allowed to talk. Oh, okay. It's because there is no point to the sequence, it adds absolutely nothing. Okay, fair enough. Do you think Nintendo, or whoever made... I'm saying Nintendo, like they made that. I mean, they probably had something to do with it, but I don't know what the fuck they did. Do you think it's because they wanted to create a stink, like, not a stink, but like a talking point? Like, oh shit, Pikachu speaks. It's been 20 years, but for the first time you can hear Pikachu speak. Publicity. Vinny, you said no more beavers. Wow, we've come real far. That, people don't want me to talk about beavers. What's that? It's because it was the anniversary, they wanted to give the voice actress lines in Japanese, and it was pretty touching. Did I miss something? It's because of no. Someone said I missed a switch, but I don't see the switch. You can't go this way yet at all. Okay. I missed a few rooms. Okay, because I missed stuff earlier. I just was wondering, like, okay, do I really have to backtrack all the way? But then again, I guess this is based on Metroid a bit, so why not? Bob the Robot. I know Nintendo's into bobs and butts lately, but I really hope we don't... I just did not, for a second, assume that that would be that kind of a dead end. It's cool, I was saying something a minute ago. Totally lost my thought. You know, look at Pikachu's climb animation. Butts and bobs, right. I know that they're all about the bobs at the moment, but do you think they're gonna bring back Bob the Robot for anything in the future, aside from Smash? I mean, it's good nostalgia. Pika! Pikachu! It's because... Bob's the Robot. Mario Kart? Yeah, Mario Kart would be cool for Rob. It wouldn't be Rob's first rodeo in Mario Kart. Vinny, how do you get Pikachu onto a bus? if you're gonna do a joke like that, you have to do it all in one sentence, because the chances of me missing the actual, like, punchline are extremely high. You poke him on. What if he was legitimately asking a question? You poke him on. You just bring Pikachu to the bus, and then you open the door, and then you put him in the bus. Peek before Berg. That's what I call this. Oh! Oh, we're combining the memes now. We're doing Superintendent Chalmers and, It's Because. Hang on, I need to find out what It's Because sounds like at half speed. Oh, that enrages people. That actually enrages people. That's amazing. How do I delete someone else's stream? Yeah. I'll let you know as soon as I find out.
Meow, that's right, it's because I always want to be with you, Jesse.
Oh, thanks, Meowth. We love you too. I missed a sticker. Oh, that was a good move. A multitude of good moves. How long do you think it's gonna take for Samus to get a lightsaber in a Metroid game? Because we're seeing it now and it's pretty cool. This is as much of a Metroid game as Federation Force is. Jimmy Neutron did it first. Yep. Taking my ideas. Give me more James impressions. Okay, what do you want me to say in my beautiful impression of James from Team Rocket. Actually, that might be the way I have to go. Look at my boobs, Jesse! Why, you're a mod. Why are you making me say that? It's because I love you. Eat my ass, Meowth. Come on! Drink the beavers, Jesse! Hey, I'm walking here! Delightfully devilish, Seymour. This is a terrible impression. You know this. Grapple the leaper and drink the Bieber. I hope I'm in the right spot. I am. Good. Military grade Rob. Okay, I have a confession. I've almost never used Zero Suit Samus. That's not giving me a good enough reason to suck at this, but... I like the little noises it makes when Pikachu ducks. Input delay is the same. I decided to stop talking about it. It's there. It's noticeable. And it's mainly the game... Well, it's mainly my capture card. Which is a good capture card, by the way, but it's external. It's not an internal. It's a USB capture card. It's also the best capture card I've ever owned, and I've had a couple. Why not play it on the Wii U then? My Wii was set up. So this capture card has two inputs. I guess we're talking about this. So if I wanted to do Wii U, I could play it on the TV, but I'd also have to go through the Wii U, which is not currently set up. It's not hooked up. The Wii was hooked up, so it's just laziness. Yeah, it's just pure laziness. Because I have an HDMI input on the capture card, and I have a component input. Component to HDMI, I believe. So... it was just easier for me. But it's fine. Again, this isn't life or death. I can deal with a little bit of input delay. It's making me suck abnormally more than usual, which I know it's probably tough to swallow like a beaver cocktail, but I think it's the truth. It's the truth. No. Your dark Zelda! Pit Icarus. This music is fucking awesome. Great. Wow. Take my kill away from me. I haven't even told you guys the story about how I lost my Smash Brothers disc, and for years well, maybe like a year and a half, I did not own this game. When I say lost, I mean a quote-unquote friend of mine borrowed it and never gave it back. And then I got it back crusty. I'll tell you about it. Give me a minute. Let me get to another level first. Ooh! That was kind of cool. I'm gonna keep using Pit because, again, it's because Pit is my main, generally. So the reason I played more Smash Brawl than any other Smash is because at the time I had a roommate, like I lived with my friend, and all of my friends would just come over, like every fucking, like this game came out just around that time, like a little bit before then. So every like 2 days, there would be like 7 people over the house. They were pretty crazy times. There was a lot of smut to be poked. There was a lot of, there's a lot of beer at the house. Like, there was never any food, but you could not want for beer any, like, ever. It was just there, always. So yeah, like, It was just friends were over a lot, and it was crazy. So Smash Brothers was the game of choice. Mario Kart a little bit, but it was mainly Smash Brothers. But there was a couple people that would come over that were extremely competitive, to the point where it wasn't very fun for the people that weren't as competitive. And I was a little competitive, but not to the point of, like, skullduggery and cuntbaggery. One of our friends, let's call him K-Bone, even though it's not his name at all. I don't want to name specific names, but one of our friends was extremely salty. Like, really, really salty. He would hold grudges. Like, people would... Friendships were at risk when K-Bone was playing Smush Bro. So, anyway, we played these matches, and, you know, there would be, like, really, like... And the thing about some of these, matches were, like... They would take it with them to the point where they would start calling each other names and, like, picking apart little details of, like, the person's appearance, the way they play. Like, things were said about people's mothers and girlfriends, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not too much, a little bit, but every now and then something, like, really fucked up would be said. I'd be like, wow, okay, we're taking Smash really seriously. So, and keep in mind, like, at the time, how old was I? I guess I was in my early 20s, so we weren't like 16, 17. Yeah, I guess that doesn't always necessarily matter. But anyway, it was one of those things. So anyway, people stopped playing the game, I stopped playing the game, and my friend Phil had a copy of the game, so we always had a copy of Smash, you know? So, K-Bone, who was one of the most, who was one of the shittiest members, as I've discussed, of the DK crew, wanted to borrow my copy of Smash. He was like, oh, come on, you know, I'll give it back. He was like, I'll give it back. It's like, you got a copy already at the house, you don't need yours. So I was like, I guess you're right. And it's true, I wasn't playing it, and honestly, at the time, I was sick of it. Because the salt was so fucking real. I missed the trophy. The salt was so real and so spicy that the game actually gave me, like, anxiety when I would play it with people, because it was just not fun anymore. It got to that level of competition. So I said, sure, you can have it. Now, I didn't know this guy that well. I knew him a little bit. But I knew that he was a friend of mine's friend, right? So I lend him the copy. I don't see him for a long time. I'm getting, like, you know, I end up moving. So now I don't have a copy of Smash Brothers Brawl, and I want to play it because I start streaming. And I really wanted to play the game on stream. Remember, this is the most recent Smash Brothers when I first started streaming. So I wanted to play some Smash Brothers, but I had requested, you know, I think I texted the guy, no response. Hey man, can I have my game back? I really need my game back. This is going on like a year or two now. And nothing. And I get another friend to get in touch with him, nothing. Turns out the dude is a thief. And there's stories. I mean, this is such a convoluted story, and it just keeps going and going and going, and I'm probably boring you with the details. But the dude turned out to be a bad thief because drugs were involved. And I'm assuming he sold my copy of Smash Brothers for drugs. That's my assumption. I could be wrong. But he ended up losing a lot of friends, and then there was a reconnection that eventually happened. Now this is maybe 3 years post me lending the game out, maybe more. And, the reconnection, some people decide to invite him back into their lives, and I ask my friend that was closest with him, I want my game back. No, I'm serious. I want my fucking game. At this point, I want my fucking game back. I lent you my game. In good faith, you were my friend. Tell him I want my fucking game back. Please. Thank you. I'm pissed. I get it back. I get it back. And I'm gonna tell you that I got it back without the case. Right? Without the case. Case is gone. The game disc has like crust on it. And it's in a little like GameStop, like one of these things. You know what that is? Like a little sleeve that says Super Monkey Ball Adventure PS2. Probably not my copy. So he just bought a used copy and gave it back to me, and I think I saw the guy like one time since then, and I just don't like him. I don't like him. And he's like, you know, trying to be a better person now and all that, and that's great, but I don't want to see him. I don't want to have anything to do with him. There's like... And he stole from a friend. He stole from a friend to buy drugs. It's getting a little heavy now. This is not the story I expected to tell on stream. But it's all very true, and there's a level of toxicity that I'm willing to handle. And you know what? I was never that close with him to begin with. So I just really didn't find any need to extend the olive branch, the olive twig. Any further. So, you know, if I'd see him at like a party or wherever since then, it's just like a couple words, that's it. I give people a couple chances, and him not getting back to my text message of, hey, do you have my Smash Brothers? I want it back. That was the big chance. That made the little chance turn into the big chance. And that was the, that was enough for me. I was like, alright, fuck this guy. What is this crust I speak of? It's just like a weird, like goo. It's like a light, like a thin layer of muck on the disc. Which just, I mean, a lot of used stuff seems to have that layer of muck. I don't know. And if you recall my story about, like, what it took for me to get this game, like me in the rain in Manhattan, getting lost, cold, you know, spent most of my day trying to find a copy of the game. It was a lot of effort. You know, so I was upset that I didn't get my game back, and I mean, I'm happy I have it now, even if it's a used, crusty copy, it's fine. I'm willing to let go, I'm willing to let go of it, and if I see him at a bar or at a place, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? How you been? Do you like, the new Smash? You know, we'll talk, I'm not gonna be a cunt. It's just, you know, how far can you extend the olive twig? There's one more, this is bizarre. Ganondorf in a fucking control room. I had one more game that I lent out and never received, and it was Super Mario Sunshine. I've probably told this story on stream, but it was a different friend that I met at the beginning of college, and he started enjoying the white powder. But I lent him Mario Sunshine, and I just never got it back, and the white powder consumed a lot of his activity from that point forward. So, like, leave it to me to have some of my games exchanged for drugs in all likelihood. But, that's it. I mean, I've lent out games before that came back to me. But 2 times they didn't. Vinny, how many friends do you consider you have right now be considered friends? Plenty. I know a lot of people that are great, that I trust. But, I mean, you know, you grow out of people, and as you navigate whatever insanity this is that we call life, and as I've explained the other night during a fun existential crisis live on stream, like, we don't even know what the fuck we're doing here. It's hard, and life can be difficult. And sometimes you end up stealing a dude's Mario Sunshine by accident. Unless if it's on purpose, in which case, you know, you gotta live with that. But I've got plenty, and I've also cut out plenty of people too, because a lot of the friends that I had in high school and college, for one reason or another, we don't talk. Either because they were adding anxiety and stress to my life and not positive. Make friends with people that want the best for you, right? That's a good piece of advice that I learned recently, actually. Make friends with people that want the best for you, not the other way around. So sometimes you suss out that maybe that's not the case, and then, well, it's time to find a new friend. It's an ongoing process. It goes the other way too, be there for your friends. I think that's true to a certain extent. I think there's I've learned... being whatever the hell I am now, have learned the limits of what I'm willing to do for people. When it starts to become like 80-20, 85%, 15%, there's a time to stop. Two-way road, Jeff, exactly. You gotta, you know, you give, you take, it's 50-50, man. And sometimes you can do a little bit more, a little bit less, and it evens out. I've got friends that I've known for years where we, you know, and take them to a concert. They don't have to pay. I got this. Then they buy me dinner one day. I need someone to talk to. What's up? You need someone to talk to? What's up? Very, 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 very lucky that I have that. Finn, how did you make friends in college? I don't remember, really. Just talk to people in between classes, go to the lounge. Just don't be afraid to introduce yourself to people, you know? Find a common interest. Find someone with a Switch, talk to them about video games. Join a club. Yeah, club is the best way. Find, like, a club that has interests. Join a cult. Talk about beavers. Wow. What if you've lost interest in everything? Ooh, that's nihilism. That's not so good. Oh, that's just my personal opinion about it. I don't know. Try to find something. Try to find some meaning. There's plenty to like. There's plenty of things in this world is beautiful and as wide as you want it to be, and as deep as you want it to be. Sometimes it just takes a little effort and time. Watch The Room. Watch that movie. And then think to yourself, this dude is now famous, and is rich, and has managed to succeed. And is very passionate about his fans, and his work that he has made, and thinks it's amazing. And then he'll say to you, do you understand life? He was rich before, though. Yeah, he was rich before. He put the work in, and he was able to make a movie. Vin, his new movie is out today. You're gonna go see it? I don't know when I'm gonna go see it, but I'd like to see it. Best Friends? I have this sneaking suspicion that it's going to be disappointing. It's going to be trying too hard to be funny. Get heart, still not receive enough health to live. Yeah, Neil Breen is the champion as far as I'm concerned. He's made like 5 movies by now, 4 or 5 movies, and he's still unaware. Like, the self-awareness has not entered into the equation. That's impressive. That's impressively oblivious. I'm really proud of him. Can't wait for his new movie, actually. I haven't even finished his old new movie. Well, it was safe. Hey! squirt. Oh shit. Angry. Oh my god, we get a double bass drum on this song. You probably know this already, but I don't know this character particularly well. Yeah, get fucked by your own bike. Okay, there. Oh no, we're good. Oh. Get the snake. Get the snake. Give him the snake. Don't give him the snake. Two characters I've never used before. I say never, but, you know, barely. God damn. Couldn't give him the snake. Meanwhile, at the Fortress of Doom... I have a hard time buying DDD as a bad guy, I really do. He's not a bad guy, he's just a jerk. Sometimes he's a jerk, sometimes he's nice. The fact that someone in this chat can say put it on her Robert, and it's understood what is meant, scares me. I know I did this. No, I know. That's what scares me. I did this. It's my fault. Alright, well, Pit's dead. Rest in peace. It took that much to just go back so I could start the level over again. I almost didn't learn my lesson. This fucking item is just pure trash. It's so pointless. In theory, it's a kind of a cool thing, but yeah, no, I'm good on that. I gotta be careful. Someone might disagree. That might be someone's favorite item. I'm just gonna have to accept that one. There we go. That door is supposed to disappear after one entry. Did the Vine passive work? Oh man, this reminds me of those Japanese game shows where you have to fit through the fucking shapes. Hole in the wall, yeah. Love Japanese game shows. I wrote a King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard song tonight. Actually, can someone help me? I think I'm calling it Lizard Fart. No, I'm not. I'm really not, but can someone tell me if this is already one of their songs? Give me a second. I think it is. It's recorded on my phone. Don't expect much out of it. That was in a Jimmy Neutron episode. Okay. What? Is that a King Gizzard song? Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. I thought it was Gamma Knife. Is it not? It's not Gamma Knife. Is it any of their other songs? Couldn't really hear it well. Shit. Okay, yeah, the main riff I thought was a King Gizzard song. I was like, is this... It's close. It's close to Gamma Knife, I think, but... I guess I'm just gonna have to write a song called Lizard Fart. It'll be on Blood Bagel 5. King Gizzard and the Gizzard Fizzard. It's just gonna be a King Gizzard, like, fake Gizzard album. I don't know, it's just, when you have certain effects on your guitar, I'm speaking like everyone obviously knows this, but, yeah, when you have certain effects on your guitar, it sounds like something. You're like, oh, this sounds like King Gizzard. I'm gonna play something that sounds like King Gizzard. So that's what I did, and that's what you will do too. Yes, you have to, yes. It sounded like the Lightning Lord. Okay. I'll take a listen to that. That was my own goddamn fault. I was hoping that would happen. I thought it would provide a good bit of entertainment. The last thing I ever want to do is this level again. Vinny, are you planning on working on another Red Box album similar to What Could Go Wrong? No. That was me 2 years ago. I think, whatever happens next, we'll see. We'll see. We already have some stuff, and it's sounding... At the moment, it's sounding like Black Keys meets Tame Impala. But it's also us, and it's kind of, I don't know. And there's acoustic stuff that's happening too, as well. Please be Fist Factory as new album. Listen, memes alone cannot sustain your soul. Or mine, for that matter. I love these cutscenes. Sorry I was talking over that one. Would you ever consider doing an acoustic EP of your existing songs? Good question. Nah, they're done. My best song is always my next song. Even if it is Lizard Fart. I like moving forward. I don't like staying in the past. Redoing old songs or doing covers. Covers live are fun. If you don't know the Smash Brothers series and you just see a hand on a TV, Ganondorf is in like a control room. I mean, that's weird enough, but then there's the hand. Yeah, Mauser. Mauser there was attempted sticking with Mauser multiple times, but no good. Pokemon trainer's just stuck up there.
Go, Squirtle, I'll see you in a couple years.
Even though that's Squirtle's voice. Should not, like... Squirtle should not be drowning, right? Playing this game reminds me of going to Nintendo World in the city. Which is to say, you walk into Nintendo World and it's just a Nintendo soundtrack the whole time you're there. It's like Nintendo's greatest hits every day. Yeah, it's called Nintendo New York now. Nintendo NY. I still call it Nintendo World. Old habits, I guess. It's like the battery tunnel. They're calling it the Hugh L. Carey Tunnel. You know what? The battery tunnel sounds just fine. Hey, how are you gonna get to Manhattan? I'm going to be taking the Hugh L. Carey Tunnel. That's cool. Oh man, this level is butts. I listen, man. I forget about the PK fucking Thunder thing. When you don't use Lucas or Ness, like, ever. No! Trophy! Run! Wow. I just killed myself. Holy fuck, does this level suck. It is I that sucks. I know, chat. Good comeback. Oh, thank God. I'll be fine. I'll be fined for breaking the law. That's wow. 'Cause I'm a badass. Very good at this video game. The Smash Commission is gonna place a penalty on me for being too good at the game. They're going to say, Pino, how are you this good at this video game that we made many years ago? Why do I now have Ivysaur? When did this happen? I don't know how to use Ivysaur, pretty much, at all. No, I know I got the in the cutscene. I'm just saying. I think I'm having a stroke. I'll be fined. Yeah, the Vine memory and Vine What's are in full effect tonight. This is not okay. This is not okay. It's never okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't even know if there's anything down there. That sounded like a big, wet fart. A big one. I have to, like, not talk at all, because A, I'm gonna start saying stupid shit, and B, I need full maximum concentrate. So that I don't have to do this level again. Oh my god. Hey! I needed a 1-up. Son of a Submariner. I'm so happy I don't have to do that level again. So when did I get Charizard? I can't really explain why I said that before about, what was it, Venusaur? I just can't explain it. Like, I knew I had Venusaur, but my brain was like, where'd he come from? I was expecting Squirtle, and here's Venusaur. It's just... it's brain stuff. You wouldn't understand. You don't watch enough Rick and Morty. Ivysaur, yes, Ivysaur, exactly. Exactly, Ivysaur, exactly. I think it's time for the return of early streams. Can I add one more excuse to my excuse pile? No? One more excuse? One more. Okay, I had a double Makers on the Rocks at the concert tonight. It's, you know, it's pure whiskey on the rocks, on ice. I know, that's bad. Should I do one more? I'll do one more. Expect more stupidity out of my mouth, but yeah, one more. I thought in this stream we only talked about knives and pasta, not the alcohols. Yeah, we talk about knives. You wanna talk about knives? And pasta knives? Pasta knife. Bow, bow, down. Pasta knife. Knife. Pasta knife. Motherfucker. Meta Knight is also banned from single player, yes? So why is Meta Knight considered the best? And broken? Like, what do you have to do to use the brokenness? There's a lot of reasons. Give me some of the raisins. Is it combos? Down B, side B, all the B. Speed, power, and B. Infinites and also his wings. Okay, I understand. I see. You can tell by the way I play Meta Knight that this character is broken. Just watch. See? Look at that. I made it through. Would anyone else have been able to do that? I like how half of that fight, Marth was facing the wrong way. And like I was pressing left. I really was trying to press left. Oh yeah, yeah. When in doubt, when in suck, blame your character. I love how Marth just totally fell off that ledge. Screw attack gun Marth. Oh. I was wondering what was going on in there. I was like, what if I just run to the right before the thing closes? I'm already down to 70, well, up to 72, so... This is gonna be a fun level to redo. Alright. The Lord blessed us. Jesus, take the controller. This is a lot more challenging than I remember it being. Could you imagine if I did insane difficulty? This is just like the middle one. You just got worse, Vin. You hurt me. You've wounded me. What's the age at which your reflexes start getting, like, really crusty? Is it, like, around where I'm at now? And they just get worse and worse? Like, there's a diminishing returns point. Yeah, it's about now for me. Yeah. It's just gonna get worse. As you continue watching my streams, it's just gonna get worse and worse. Isn't that a myth? I think it's probably per person, but if you take all the cases of reflexes lowering and, like, you know, acuity for this kind of shit decreasing, then yeah, you might have... You might have some, like, serious examples of crust. I remember one time Dave Grohl was doing an interview. This is totally unrelated to anything I just said, but Dave Grohl was doing an interview about, like, the Foo Fighters. They have to, like, not tour as much after a certain point because they start getting a little crusty. I think that's what he said, something like that. I was like, yeah, I like that. That's good. Good words. Stop that. Touring sounds like a nightmare to you? It sounds like a nightmare to me, too. Like, I don't like being away from home that long, honestly. I would do it on a limited basis. But for those that have asked for a tour in some capacity, it's like, nah. I just don't think I have that in me. That worked. Then you can do one more, it's just a boss fight. Alright, sure. I mean, it is addictive. It is fun. I could do one more. If it's a short one, I guess that depends on me. Holy fuck, the Iron Giant! Okay, Charizard time. Oh, decimated. No, no. Oh, okay. Some good cheese in there. Awesome. How did the Iron Giant end? Didn't the Iron Giant, who was voiced by Vin Diesel, tell the child at the end, he went,
It's because I always want to be by your side.
okay, I really need to stop playing video games tonight. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna be one of those nights. I should have probably taken the night off, to be honest, but we've made progress and it was fun. I'm gonna stop there. I think I'm gonna try to do Bloodborne tomorrow or Thursday. So I'll look forward to that. And, yeah. more Slay the Spire eventually. We have Kirby. I'm still streaming. Far Cry will make another appearance. So let's get out of here.